Hello everyone, welcome back to the video lecture series of Electrical Circuits and Network. In the previous sessions, we have discussed how to find the equivalent resistance. In this session, we are going to discuss what is voltage and current division rule and how to use it to solve a given network or circuit. So let's get started. First, we will see the voltage division rule. This is the given circuit. Voltage V is there and R1 and resistance R2 are connected in series across a voltage supply V. This capital I is the current flowing through the circuit, total current flowing through the circuit. VR1 is the voltage across R1 and VR2 is the voltage across R2. From this circuit we can write V is equal to IR1 plus IR2. IR1 is the voltage across R1, that is VR1, and IR2 is the voltage across R2. Okay, so I is common, so V is equal to I into R1 plus R2. So I will be what? V divided by R1 plus R2. This will be the total current flowing through the circuit. Now here we have to find the voltage across, what is the voltage across R1 and what is the voltage across R2. We know that this is the applied voltage, this is the total voltage across this series combination R1 and R2. So the part of V is divided here, or the part of voltage gets distributed across some part across R1 and some part across R2, and the total voltage V can be written as voltage VR1 plus VR2. Okay, the sum of these two voltage is nothing but total voltage, total applied voltage. Now here we have to find, we are interested to find in the VR1 and what is the value of VR2. So let's calculate VR1 first. VR1 is equal to I into R1. So I we have calculated here, V divided by R1 plus R2. So V divided by R1 plus R2 into R1. Okay, we can write it as a VR1 equals to R1 divided by R1 plus R2 into total voltage V. This is the voltage across R1. Okay, using this expression we can find the voltage across R1. Then similarly for VR2 is equal to R2 divided by R1 plus R2 into total voltage V. This is the expression for voltage across R2. Okay, so how we will be remembering this? If we want to calculate the voltage across a component, suppose R1, then here VR1 equals to same resistance R1 divided by sum of resistances into total voltage. Okay, this will be the formula. If we want to calculate the voltage across R2, okay, then which is equal to R2, same resistance R2 divided by R1 plus R2 into V. This will be the expressions for voltage across R1 and R2. And these two are called as voltage division rule. How it is distributed across a series combination of resistors is given by this VDR, voltage division rule. Okay, so let's solve a numerical based on it. Find voltage across resistor 8 ohm. Here question is what? Find the voltage across resistor 8 ohm. Here 6 ohm and 3 ohm are connected in parallel and 8 ohm are connected in series with the parallel combination. With this parallel combination 8 ohm is connected in series, and across this whole combination 20 volt is applied. So total voltage applied to the circuit is what? 20 volt. Here we have to find the voltage across 8 ohm. Here we are using the VDR, voltage division rule. Before that, let's calculate the equivalent resistance of this parallel combination. As 6 ohm is in parallel with 3 ohm, so equivalent will be what? 6 into 3 plus 6 plus 3 is nothing but 2 ohm. So parallel combinations, resistance equivalent of parallel combination is what? 2 ohm. So let's redraw circuit again. This is 2 ohm, this is 8 ohm across 20 volt supply. This is the 2 ohm and this is the 8 ohm. This 20 volt is given. This is the plus and this is the negative end. Okay. This is the equivalent is 2 ohm. The equivalent of this 2 is 2 ohm. Now, here we have to find the voltage across the resistor 8 ohm. We want a voltage across this resistance 8 ohm. So, use voltage division rule VDR. We know that voltage across the required resistance V8 ohm will be equals to 20 volt into same resistor was 8 ohm and sum of all. So, sum of all will be 2 plus 8, which is nothing but 20 into 8 divided by 10, and this will give value of 16 volt. Okay, this is the required voltage across. This is the required voltage across this 8 ohm. Okay, this 20 out of 20, 16 volt is here, which is dropped across this 8 ohm. So, remaining 4 will be across this 2 ohm resistor. Okay, in this way we can find the voltage across a required component with the help of this simple rule, voltage division rule. Okay, understood? Now, let's take another rule, current division rule. This mostly applies to parallel circuits in which the current is divided into different branches. This is a parallel circuit having R1 resistance R2 connected in parallel across a voltage supply V. Okay, across this voltage supply V. This is the point across which V is applied. So, same voltage will be appear across these 2 points also because they are in parallel. And I is the total current flowing through the circuit, which gets distributed into these branches. So, I1 and I2. And total current I is equal to I1 plus I2. Okay. Okay, and this is again written in total current. I1 is the current flowing through R1, I2 is the current flowing through R2, and I is the total current. Okay. Here we know that I is inversely proportional to R. As the resistance increases, current will decrease. As the resistance decreases, current increases. So, in the CDR, when we calculate the individual current, we follow these equations. I1 is equal to total current I into opposite resistance. I1 is flowing through R1, so opposite resistance will be R2. So, R2 divided by sum of all, R1 plus R2 is nothing but current flowing through R1, which is named as I1. Okay. Similarly, current flowing through R2 will be I2 equals to opposite resistance to R2 is what? R1. So, R1 divided by sum of all, R1 plus R2 into total current I. This is the expression for current I2 and this is for current I1. And these expressions are nothing but current division rule, which we are going to use to solve a given network. Let's take one example. The question is what? A resistance of 10 ohm is connected in parallel with 8 ohm. If the current through the combination is 10 ampere, calculate current through each resistor. Okay. Here, given data, first we will write the given data. R1 is equal to 10 ohm, R2 is equal to 8 ohm, and total current is 10 ampere. And so, let's draw it. 10 ohm and 8 ohm are connected in parallel, and this is the total current flowing through this 10 ampere. At this point, the current gets divided into 2 paths. One is I1 and one is I2. Okay. Now, here we have to find the current flowing through each resistance, that means I1 and I2. So, find I1 is what and I2 is what. Step 1, use, as it is a parallel circuit, we are going to, and the total current is given, so we are going to use the CDR rule, current division rule. Here I1 is current flowing through R1, so when I1 we have to calculate equals to opposite resistance is what? R2. So R2 divided by sum of all R1 plus R2 into total current. Let's put the values of R2. 8 divided by 10 plus 8 into 10, we will get this value 4.44 ampere. Now let's calculate current I2. I2 is flowing through this R2. So take opposite resistance, and opposite resistance is what? R1 10 ohm. So I2 is equal to R1 divided by R1 plus R2 into I. So 10 divided by 10 plus 8 into 10, we will get this value 5.5 ampere. In this way, with the help of CDR, we can calculate the current flowing through each branch. Okay. In case of VDR, we take same resistance. Okay. And in case of CDR, we take opposite resistance. Remember this, opposite resistance. Okay. So let's take another example. Here the circuit is given 6 ohm and 3 ohm are connected in parallel, and this parallel combination is in series with this 8 ohm across which 20 volt supply is given. Here we have to calculate the total resistance, total current and current through 3 ohm. Okay. So step 1 will be what? To find the total resistance. So this 6 ohm and 3 ohm are connected in parallel to each other. So what will be its equivalent? R, which is 3 ohm and is in parallel with 6 ohm. So 3 into 6, that is R1 into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. 3 into 6 divided by 3 plus 6. We will get this value 2 ohm. And now let's redraw this circuit. 2 ohm is the equivalent of this 6 ohm and 3 ohm connected in parallel. So now this 2 ohm and 8 ohm are connected in series. So the equivalent of this will be 2 plus 8 equals to 10 ohm. And this is the total resistance of this circuit. R total is nothing but 10 ohm. Okay. Now let's find the total current flowing through the circuit. I equals to total voltage divided by total resistance according to Ohm's law. So V is what? 20. RT is 10. We have calculated here. So 20 upon 10 will be 2 ampere is the total current flowing through the circuit. Now let's calculate current through 3 ohm. Okay. And this is the total current I is 2 ampere here. 2 ampere is there. And now this 2 ampere, here also 2 ampere, and now it gets divided into these 2 branches, and we want the current flowing through this 3 ohm resistor. So use current division rule here, use CDR here. I 3 ohm is equal to 3 ohm, take opposite of it 6 ohm. So 6 divided by 6 plus 3 into total current 2 ampere. So it will be 1.33 ampere. So required current flowing through 3 ampere will be 1.33 ampere. In this way we can find the required voltage and current with the help of CDR and VDR. In the next session we will solve few more examples based on the learned topic. Till then, stay tuned and keep learning. Thank you.